More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from.
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there, and we can't get to it. Huh? What is that piece of junk saying? How can you even understand that noise? Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him.
More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Bit poison. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout. Company. All right, let's get out of here.
I have no intention of being left behind. Now, let us leave.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. That's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up. I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad? Well, either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova. Not with all these asteroids around us. We'd enter hyperspace in pieces. We have to clear that field first. Thing is, we clear the field and they're gonna have a clear shot at us. That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky. Well, Now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi. Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. The Sith will dare to accuse you of such. They believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost. Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. True, but as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Maybe that droid noisemaker could make itself useful repairing the ship for once.
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again? You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice. Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give. Of course it was. I knew what was necessary, and that I was the only one who stood between you and him. This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. Some things may only be learned from sacrifice. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. If you think a connection to one such as yourself gives me any comfort, then you would be wrong. I desire this no more than you do. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it. It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see. Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes. I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Yeah, to you, maybe. I don't usually hear much beyond fool and imbecile. She's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course. Like we have a choice? It's the only place Paragus had logged in their astrogation charts.
Well, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life.
Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
So, what happened? Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours? Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover.
A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you?
Great. Maybe you and that Sith Lord can have a party after we're dead. Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. That as it may be, The circumstances of your arrival are suspect at best. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry. You are the only witnesses of the mining facility's destruction. Thus, it is necessary for us to keep you under surveillance until we have a better idea of what happened. Look around you. Even if you manage to overcome all of us, Bay Control could simply open the MagCon field and shoot you into space. So, let's not do this the hard way. Given your position, it would be a good idea if you took a more accommodating tone. My men will relieve you of your arms and armor. Follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082. As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed. Doubtful, though at least it appears you have some spirit. The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey, I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually, and an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match for my skills.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him. We've arranged for an apartment in Residential Module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability. Officer, got Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately. These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or 2?
Let's go.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station.
What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragus? That could bring the Sith...
You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him. He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say. Very well. I'll let him in now.
Sidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa Linda Kufta. Svane Guris Kufta Gel Chief Kola Dufta Tudin Tuf Blafa Papoyelta Tuf Blafan Nibo Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa Linda Kufta Sidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa Linda Kufta Svane Guris Kufta Gel Chief Kola Dufta Tudin Tuf Blafa Papoyelta Tuf Blafan Nibo Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa Linda Kufta Sidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa Linda Kufta Rengundas Hoi Sidan Gelfa Papoyelta Fandibo Gelfa Papoyelta Linda Kufta Hoi Sidan Gelfa Vadino Gelfa.
Perhaps Chodo Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
She intruded out, and she began Gorupio, Rengundas Hoi Sidan Gelfa Papoyelta. Tudin Tuf Blafa Papoyelta Tuf Blafan Nibo Gelfa.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jan Alorso. May I put you through? I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. May I put you through? Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am John Alorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats. Yes, they play at being downtrodden innocents, having come to you because of these Jedi rumors that are going around the station. Oh, I'm sure you've heard that you're a Jedi, one of the last, wanted by the Exchange and who knows how many other organizations, for reasons good or ill. But that's of no interest to me. The Jedi, and your standing with them, have no bearing on this discussion. Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the Exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the Exchange to you if you work with them. Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians. I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive. Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent. I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices. Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately. Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger. The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF Station and Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd. Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Peragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Peragus come calling. Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Peragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility. And the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Peragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
It is unlikely, but we shall see.
I hear you.
What is it?
Zerka's mess.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle.
The war has really inflated prices here. The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Tu nița manta yumar lordawata no sanasika. Dovrei kun muili vuosa slima po wanga samoana muta. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Tonghite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawatune ruta. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Jikono tai yun palawalit basa makaranwa ni rotu guru ni churota. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Watakratunji mularayi mulakritirite krakolo mebosa. Ichiret korangata inkung tanggaway rotawa yato kaulwan. Tu nita.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? You think I'm just going to let you get away with this? Yes, I will. I'm not going to let you push me around in my own place. Now get out of here before I get the TSF to throw you in jail. Why not? You didn't seem to have a problem taking everything else. What? You are crazy!
I hear.
Our psychotic urge is all that drives you.
I don't know what even came over me. One second we were just standing there talking, and then...
I am not speaking to you, fool. Be silent. When one of us is committed to battle, then all of us are committed. We must stand together. Oh, I grow weary of this. Perhaps time will allow my words to take root, if your common sense will not permit it.
Sobojutsa mapitom. No sukama rondisi renti. Manama kropaputani kris. Dosokanki. Jiso maranesh insando krapa moletek. Marawana chiso luchraka.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right. Zerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical supplies to starship weapon systems. Here on Telos, Zerka Corporation is involved in the Restoration Project, which Zerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature.
I hear Asgol's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers. I hear Asgol's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would... I hear Asgol's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why any...
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one thing. She gets the job done.
I'm glad that Zerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every faith she'll do things right.
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos. Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, the bumbling of Chodo Habat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is a necessity, something Habat fails to understand. Nonetheless, Zerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. For someone with your experience, you would be well compensated. I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be doing Telos any favors assisting those amateurs. Oh sure, Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions won't restore Telos. His expensive policy of relocating biological specimens from Onderon without any planning will doom Telos in the end. I don't think Habat even realizes that at their current pace, they will run out of funding before even half of the restoration zones are up and running. Zerka plans to use some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project in the long run. Habat, on the other hand, can't see beyond his own selfish concerns. Zerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again. Don't worry. Zerka wouldn't expect you to work unpaid and won't subject you to veiled threats and coercion like Habat. For your help in this matter, you will be paid the sum of 250 credits. You're right. 300 credits would be much more reasonable. Excellent. I will secure credits for your payment immediately. Oh, and here. You might need this to get into the hangar.
Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
A lot of us are tempted to go, though. Asgol might not be a good guy, but for enough credits, any risk is worth it.
Tonoranga Manakan, Ipo Inshawa, Tonos Imaragith, Wanara Korachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha, Tosimana Rachata, Tonos Imaragith, Wanara Korachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha, Tosimana Rachata. In Wamakro, May Rangana Noruta, Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Machabi Doko, Tonaranga Manachunga. Tonos Imaragith.
Sobojunsa Mapito.
Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa, Tunitus Plaza, Gelfa Badinoga Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badinoga Gelfa. Tunitus Plaza, Tunitus Plaza, Sidan Gelfa Badinoga Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta, Brengundas, Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta. Tunitus Plaza, Abuelta, Tus Plaza, Nibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. Brengundas, Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta. Tunitus Plaza, Abuelta, Tus Plaza, Nibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga. Brengundas, Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. Tunitus Plaza, Abuelta. Tus Plaza, Nibu Gelfa. Linda Kufta Gel Chief. Tenfushi Boroban. Tunitus Plaza, Abuelta. Tus Plaza, Nibu Gelfa. Tunitus Plaza, Nibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Abuelta. Brengundas, Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta. Ikelti Remote, Colo Duf Divan Reboot. Sidan Gelfa. Tenfushi Boroban. Sidan Gelfa, Badinoga Gelfa, Linda Kufta. linnatusta. Renundas, hoisidan kelfa. Vapuilta, tunitustlafa. Vapuilta, tustlafa nivu kelfa. Vapuilta. She endured it out, and she behind Gorukio. Father Goris Guftakel Chief. Kolotusta. Tunitustlafa. Vapuilta. Tustlafa nivu kelfa. Sidan kelfa vadinukan kelfa. Linnatusta. Sidan kelfa vadinukan kelfa. Linnatusta. Renundas, hoisidan kelfa. Vapuilta.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon. I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it. The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air. I'm a diplomat.
I hear you. Let me take care of this. Damn thing's stuck. Let me take care of this.
I hear
Damn
you.
thing's stuck.
I hear you. What is it?
Loka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Inuamagro. Mei ranga na norota. Chabi doko. Tona ranga manachunga. Loka kamaran en...
Wana jung konata delera guno tuna. Dai rinto ron kawre papanala ranshinga. Derache wemeno totorere senisensen.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiera tora pada no ringatel camarada tela fibu nubu da veterana cenirara.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences. That was the plan, Chief. Now why don't you run along? This doesn't involve you.
The TSF isn't cut out to handle all the problems on Citadel's.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand and they're...
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
Something I can help you with? To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape. There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that. If only it were that easy. The Republic's tight on credits right now, still recovering from the war. They're sparing all they can, but it's not enough. We relied almost completely on Paragus for our fuel. It's hard to make up for a planet's worth of fuel exports. Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing. I don't blame you, but I hope someone can find a solution.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081's TSF station. How may I be of assistance? I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating. It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters in Residential Module 082 will remain yours until the situation is resolved. Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them. You will find them in one of the security lockers. I am not qualified to answer that question. However, it is unlikely that someone could steal a starship from under TSF observation without considerable backing. If your vessel has been stolen, there is a fair chance that the exchange possesses relevant information. I do not know what else to suggest, beyond waiting in your quarters for further word. There is nothing I can do. I am sorry for what has happened, but the situation is beyond me. I cannot legally supply you with another vessel. Not beyond investigating the matter and extending our offer of free room and board. I am not qualified to answer that question. However, it is unlikely that someone could steal a starship from under TSF observation without considerable backing. If your vessel has been stolen, there is a fair chance that the exchange possesses relevant information. I do not know what else to suggest, beyond waiting in your quarters for further word. The exchange is a major intergalactic crime syndicate. They are trying to gain a foothold in the Citadel, most likely seeking to integrate themselves as fully as possible with the new Telos. It is rumored that the Bumani Exchange Corporation, located in Residential Module 082, is a front for the exchange on Citadel Station.
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station.
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering about. No more trouble with the TSF, I hope? I guess you haven't heard the popular rumors then? Jedi or not, you're the talk of the station. Everyone from the TSF to Zerka Corporation is curious about you. You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Benok, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you? The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men, other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the man alone, Benok. I bet he'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, look, sir, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest woman.
It's your skin, Benok. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
We were just leaving anyway. Come on.
Wise man. Hello there. Fresh blood at the cantina. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk. Later. If you're asking me that, handsome, you're better off not knowing. Tell you what. You just enjoy yourself, and if in the future we have business together, you can come back and we'll have a little chat.
Welcome to the Entertainment Module 081 Cantina. How can I assist you? We feature Citadel Station's most talented all-Bith band around the clock, as well as live Twi'lek dancers. You won't find any holograms here. Casual Pazak players should be able to find a friendly match in the game room. Or, if you're a bit more seasoned, we have daily tournaments with some of the best players in the Outer Rim. Cards too slow for you? Try your hand at Citadel Station's swoop track and see if you can challenge the all-time records. Last but not least, we feature only the finest cuisine and beverages from Ryloth to Coruscant.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
I don't understand your problem with the Republic. It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Iziz has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indentured to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it would.
It's always the same story.
Well, if our treasury continues to be sapped for projects like this on
Is there something I can do for you? What's there to say? We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is. Yeah, it's a long shot considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. At least, that's what Zerka hopes. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, Zerka stands to make a tidy profit in the future. Quite a few ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help fund and support the project. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they throw around, even with the Republic being in the shape it's in. And of course, new planets mean new markets for Zerka products. All in all, a very good arrangement for us. Good, Jana Lorso. That woman's a... Look, forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, and then I'll move in for the kill. What would you know about it anyways? You didn't claw your way through the mass of faceless Zerka employees to finally be rewarded with a meaningful posting, only to have it taken away by some woman who'd stoop to anything to get ahead. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Jone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Panjanik mawimbo granda mibilan. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita taposanan hansata. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita taposanan hansata. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Jone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanjanik mawimbo granda mibilan. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita taposanan hansata. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita taposanan hansata. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Dahupa osa. Kavadumpa munsuru ku. Jone mul. Kawana bota. Kavadumpa mun. Dahupa osa. Dovrei kumili. Dahupa osa. Kavadumpa mun. Jone mul. Dovrei kumili.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizak?
Tonos Imaragith. Wanaragora Chido Loka Kamaran and Doso Ranwid no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu.
Truth Black Fandible Gelfa Buelta. Sidan Gelfa Vadino Van Gelfa Linda Trufta. Rentundas Nori Sidan Gelfa Vabuelta.
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. Move along.
Tonos Imaragith. Wanaragora Chidrumka sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Tonos Imaragith. Wanaragora Chidrumka sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Tonos Imaragith. Wanaragora Chidrumka sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita, tabosananansata.
Let me take care of this. Damn thing's stuck.
What is it?
Sidan Gelfa Vadino Van Gelfa Linda Trufta.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors. Master, one of the assailants was carrying this.
Rengundas, Norisidan Gelfa, Vapuelta. Truth Blafa, Sandigo Gelfa, Norisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Vapuelta. Sidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Trufta. Truth Blafa, Vapuelta. Truth Blafa, Sandigo Gelfa.
I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way. I don't understand. I was just told that I would be taken to the Ithorian compound. I was to be given to an Ithorian, Chodo Habat. How dreadful. In that case, I believe I shall accompany you.
Excellent. I see my faith in your abilities was well-founded. We'd like to get this droid into service as quickly as possible. Opo-chano?
Taranamo sibu indasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha, donos imaragith, wanara korachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata, loka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi, du rantamana sobu.
Greetings, Executive Lorso. How may I be of service?
Just plug into the mainframe and get to work.
Right away, Executive Lorso.
You may go, Chano. I'm sure you have many repairs to see to.
Taranamo sibu indasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha.
Now then, your payment. Here are the credits agreed upon. There is another task I would like you to perform for me. Do you doubt that I will uphold my part of our agreement? Don't worry. When my word is given, it will not be retracted. Now, on to business. You proved that you can handle yourself quite well in dealing with the retrieval of the droid intelligence. The next matter of business I would ask of you is much more delicate. When we first set up here on Citadel Station, the exchange was already quite well established. Lopax Slusk had more influence over business matters than the Telosian government. To ensure our success, we involved ourselves with the exchange. And now that we have a handle on the situation, we wish to unentangle ourselves from them. If you know anything about the exchange, then you know that they would not take this well. Slusk is loath to have his hands removed from any business on the station. So, a more direct method will have to be taken. To put it plainly, I want you to kill Lopax Slusk. I realize it won't be an easy task, as Slusk keeps himself well protected. You would be well compensated for it. I have a feeling they won't just let you march into their offices. Luxa is Slusk's second. She spends little time in the exchange offices, though, preferring the cantina in the urban module. She might be able to set up an appointment. Good. I will be happy to continue our working relationship.